Right. All being well, you'll be watching this on the Monday the 14th of October 2024, and it's a Pisces moon. Libra sun, Pisces moon, but don't focus so much on the astrology because this is timeless. With everything I do is, I just like to talk about astrology, which can make it seem like it has to be for that day. So it's important you're aware of that, for me and for anyone you watch. Right, okay, so what have we got? I keep calling it light and shadow, and it's actually called shadow and light. What's the shadow and light card that we've got? But I suppose the point is, because everything I do is channeling, it doesn't matter. You've both got yin yang, light and shadow in you. Because when I'm doing these messages, this is for you and your twin flame. If this resonates, not all of them are yours. It's important that you use your own discernment about that. So give us a card for someone that really needs it. A connection that really, all the connections that really need it. What's the card? Obliviousness and awareness. So let's see what this is about. 23rd. Now that's interesting because the 23rd is the very last day of Libra season, and I nearly opened the book right up at the page. So, and if you're not aware, I'm sure you are. If you watch me fairly regularly, you'll know that I'm for the next week. You'll see basically I'll be wearing this. I'll be wearing this for the next week's videos anyway, maybe more than that. As I take some time off. So if I'm not replying and stuff to you, I will, probably after about a week, 10 days, I'll get back to you. I might get back to you even sooner. So I'm sure I'll reply to emails sooner than that. But if I'm not, it is just because I'm having some downtime. I want to just completely not watch YouTube. And that's going to be really hard for me because I not only love filming videos, I do love watching videos too. Although it tends to be that I watch like 5 minutes and get distracted and go and do something else. I do, you know what I mean? But it's good for me. It's good to detox. So maybe you need to detox from something as well. And Scorpio season is brilliant to detox. And remember, this is the last day Libra. So when we go into the 24th, that is, well, actually, I think it might go in on the 23rd too. But anyway, whatever. It's good for detox and addictions and stuff like that, Scorpio season. So obliviousness, awareness. Uncertainty plays a big factor in triggering anxiety. It can be uncertainty about your living situation, whether a person likes you or not, whether someone might leave you, whether you'll get the job you applied for, whether your boss will like your work. The list can go on and on. And of course, when we're talking about twin flames here, which is what this channel is dedicated to, yeah, that can always be huge. The fear is like cranked up times 10. So that is why, you're forced to do that deeper healing, that shadow work, that shadow integration. Sorry, my eyes were being peeled over there because I thought I saw something flying, but it was like quite low. So I don't know. Yeah. Monitoring spirits. I always think of flies as monitoring. So there could be like monitoring spirits around you if you're watching this, like trying to get, I don't know, try to get info on something, or just look out for that. If you look at all these things and imagine a positive or negative outcome, you might feel that the stress is not actually the outcome itself, but the fact that you don't know how things will turn out. So, like the fear of the unknown, but you've got to be careful because when you've got a fear of the unknown, that can actually stop you taking any kind of action at all, and you can miss out on huge opportunities. Again, God, it's a bit doom and gloom, but it is actually oh yeah, it is very Venus and Scorpio, and Venus and Scorpio is getting towards like the later degrees. So it's very like what they just flashed up to me there was like one of these shorts that I saw that was like when you see your true love at a train station with like their new family, and it was like a woman kissing her husband and their wee baby, and the guy on the train was like looking longingly, like basically it's getting across the point like somebody never took their chance and they lost their opportunity. So whether you are a man about like that about a woman, or a woman like that about a man, or same sex, it's about, these are important to remember, isn't it? It was like I saw something else about um oh, it was really sad. Where was that again? I think it was a comment on somebody's video recently, actually. So some of you might see it too. I can't remember. I actually genuinely can't remember where. But it was along the same lines. It was like someone had been like saving bit like saving up and like planning this future. Was I think it was, and I don't even think it was someone's boyfriend. It was like somebody's friend or like somebody that had their eye on something. Basically, they were like squirreling away for like a future with somebody that they wanted to then go for. but they died. Like, sorry to be so blunt here, but yeah, like something happened to them before they had an opportunity to not only, like, I don't know, ask this person out. One, you know what I mean? It sounded like the person was building their finances up, building their self up to go towards someone, but before they've even had the chance to do that. And again, that's quite triggering because it's not at all on the same scale whatsoever. But you know, I might have told this story before, but it's not at all the same at all. But what did just pop into me, and it again, it's probably because, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is someone in spirit that doesn't actually come around me a lot. But I get why it's to sort of, it was, I'm just sort of like thinking how to really sort of say that because I can't even really anonymize it. But really, again, I don't know who lurks on here from like my history or whatever. Well, I kind of do. I can tap in. I can clairvoyantly see. Anyway, I don't even like to use those skills to tap in to see, but sometimes I should. But I'm going to push that aside. It was basically like I remember somebody saying to me after a friend. Basically, it was like a friend of mine had died, and like a guy, and like I was like really really young, and they were like oh, like he fancied you at one point, but like, you know, it was like such and such, or it was either the person said, oh, I said to them, he would never shot with you, or he was told, but you know what I mean? And I was like really upset because I was like, you know, how dare you say to somebody, like, how dare you make that call? You know what I mean? Like, as it happens, I didn't see that guy like that. You know, I saw him like a friend, and but it was because I was trauma bonded and something else at the time anyway. So it was, trust me, with the other shit, like I was in some kind of fucking witchcraft. Seriously, someone had a hold on me. So somebody might have a hold on you. Because that's really weird. That's such an old song, but I'm hearing this song. I don't know what the band's called, but it's like, oh, you really got a hold on me. Do you know what I'm saying? It was like a 90s pop band or something, or the 2000s. Kind of weird because it's probably around the era I'm talking about. But anyway, it's yeah. So, but it triggered and it upset me that it was like, you know, that's really sad because that might have lifted something in him to just say, like, you know, oh, you know, I like you, and then it would have been a challenge for me to be like, oh, I really like you, but not like that. I mean, like, you know what I mean? It's not great, but you know what I mean? It's, you know what I'm saying? It's just, but it's getting it, but because that is somebody that's now in the spirit world. Like I said, he doesn't come in and chat a lot. He only comes in really around the times it's an anniversary, and it's, you know, it's, well, yeah, it's long past that, not too long past it, but it's long enough past it. But it's like, you know, he's just kind of stressing to me, it's a bit of a similar situation where like somebody, like a friend is giving bad advice, like, oh, I don't think you've really got a shot there, or I don't think you're a good match, or something like that. And it's like, you know, you don't know, like you don't even know, like that could, that, like, who knows, like maybe, like, you know, I think, you know, my friend in the spirit world is saying that too, because like it could have even been like the person that said it to him about me fancied me as well or something. Do you know what I mean? Sorry to make it about me here. I'm an Aries, but I mean it's, and if you're new to my channel, you know, the weird thing about my channeling is it does actually, they do use a lot of my own experience and clients' experience, and always keep it anonymous unless I've asked, you know, not to. You know, I just always keep it anonymous, even when they're like, oh yeah, just say all my shit. I'm like, no, I just share it. I share anonymously because it could be anyone. But it's, yeah, it's just the way they've always used me, just in case you're new. But it's, yeah, there's something here about that. Like, it's like, although, like I said, that is like, because it's like I can feel him laughing when he said it. And it's quite nice because, like I said, that's not something that comes in a lot. But it's just something like that. It's like somebody shot somebody down before they even went for it. So that's really sad, but that's what's coming up there. So let's see, where did I get to here? Sure, you might not want the negative outcome of the two. So, like, yeah, I get, that's so interesting. I get why he's coming to help with that. Like, so, like I said, it's like I didn't like him like that. I didn't see him like that, anyway. But we were very close, and you know, like he used to. Yeah, I hated maths, and like he just made my day because he just was hilarious, made me laugh and everything like that. So it's more just getting the point across that you know what I mean. Like other people didn't know that. Like how did they know? You know what I mean? So it's getting that. Actually, I can't remember who it was that told me. I think it was somebody else that had said, "Oh, he really fancied you at one point," but yeah, he never done anything about it because people told him he wouldn't have a shot or something like that. Again, and I'm sure there was loads of other people he fancied too that he would have met. Because actually, he could pull. So, like, do you mean it's not like he did. I think he used to pull people with his charm and his really his charm and his humour and everything, really. But I mean, it's kind of like there are people that could laugh people into bed. You know, it is a skill. So I mean, I'm sure you've either done it or you've had it happen to you. That could be your secret that you keep. It is Venus and Scorpio after all. That's secrets. What a weird message, but anyway. So, yeah, you may prefer to know the answer for certain so you can act accordingly rather than having to worry about which way it's going to turn out. You may also, but I suppose, right, okay, that's really sad, but he's just really poignantly pointing out to me that who could have possibly known that his life was going to be cut short like that. And again, this is what I mean. I don't really like talking about stuff when it's people that I knew and stuff and that. I'm going to be respectful, but yeah, he wanted to come in and help with this message, so we're letting him. Yeah, you just don't know. That's the point. It's more you don't know what's around the corner. And that's why every now and again, you know, especially it'd probably be like when I see people that would remind me of that guy, I think, you know, how sad is it that like he missed out on all these experiences that we've all had. But I'm sure he's a powerful guardian angel to all the many friends he had, female and male. And now my eyes are starting to well up. I'm saying that like for so and like I said, he's not like one of my strong guys or anything. So he just comes in and he's like, "Yeah, that's take me by surprise a little bit there." It's something when that happens, it makes me wonder who's actually tuning in here. So I'm just going to trust that I think more than that, I think that it could indicate that, you know, there could be like some of his close friends that tune in, which, like I said, I really wouldn't think so with me talking about twin flames all the time, but you just never know who could connect with me because it's not, you know, I do give the messages can resonate with anyone really, it's just they are directed at twin flames. So anyway, I'll just push that aside. It's do you know what I mean? I tune into I'm very clairsentient. I've got all the clairs, obviously, but it's kind of like I tune into the clairsentience of the whole fit, and it's like I start tuning into the grief of the collective of people at that time, and particularly like the guys around me at that time. You know what I mean? So, right. You may also prefer to know that this person you're interested in doesn't like you in the same way, rather than having to guess and play detective to find out. Well, he's this is funny. He's laughing, well, I fucking, do you know what I mean? But he's heard me tell that. I haven't told it loads before, but I have told it before in a live. I just don't feel very comfortable doing it on a short video like this. But when you don't know a resolution to something, it keeps your mind in constant mode of analysing and weighing options and doesn't give you a chance to deal with outcome yet. Once something has been confirmed, there's a path of action and you can do something about it. If your boss doesn't like your work, you have the chance to improve. If you don't get a job you applied for, you can move on and look for someone else. Not being able to do something can be more stressful than dealing with a negative outcome. Again, they're also, I didn't want to make this to be that long, but they're also showing me in that film, I could never remember the name of. I'll put it below when I find it on my phone at some point, but it's a really shite name. But basically, in the film, he bumps into this woman and I think it's like meant to be that famous train station in New York, right? So, or it might not be New York, might be Chicago or something, I don't know, but that maybe matters, it maybe doesn't. But the whole point is it's like they're strangers that meet, and she's in an unhappy marriage where she's found out somebody's cheating. This could be relevant too, or a relationship where there's been cheating or something. And he is longing after an ex who he doesn't actually know what her situ is, or maybe he thinks she's just got about. But then it turns out later on in the film that, spoiler alert, that like, you know, the ex is pregnant and she's engaged. But it's like at this point he doesn't know, but he's going to be seeing her at this party. So this girl that he's just met, right, who in this case it's like they're twin flames really. The film's left a bit ambiguous about what happens, but So it might be up there, it might be like, I'm back, like, because this has got oblivious, you might be oblivious to what the fuck's going on in your, you know, in your situation or whatever, but it's like, yeah, the long and short of it, the girl encourages him, like just find out, you know, and so he does. He finds out that she's pregnant and engaged, and it's like, you know, but actually he feels better because it's like he knows now, and so he can close that chapter. And anyway, it's quite clearly that sparks are flying between them. So, but then obviously she's got to close out a chapter with what's going on in her life. So that's what I mean. It's kind of twin flamey really, because you're left wondering at the end, did they get together or not? And like I said, it is actually like the film The Breakup too, which is really interesting because that's got the same ending where you're like, did they get back together? Did they not, or did they? And I feel like they did. That's the ending I chose of both those films. But it's like make your own happy ending. That's like Nanny McPhee. You are the ending. You are the happy ending. But yeah, so I feel there could be breakups going on around this time as well, because I picked up on that in the shorts, so which I filmed up until Halloween. They're all timeless, but anyway. Once something has been confirmed, there's a path of action and you can do something about it. If you're bored, or I just read that bit, didn't I? This card encourages you to come out of the unknown by taking action towards enlightenment in different situations. It might feel safer to hide behind the surface rather than peeking up to see what's really going on. But if you keep floating around in a bubble of the unknown, it's highly likely that the anxious feeling you're harbouring won't go away. Yeah, and you know, like, you know, personally speaking, from whenever I have done really brave things to tell people how I feel in the past, I have absolutely zero regrets because I done it for me. Like I needed to lift something in me, and it did. And that's thank you. That's what I'm gonna go for a get upset. I mean, it's just really take me. It's like nice too, but it's sad because of what I'm saying about not getting to experience things, and then I feel like I'm picking up on other energies here. But it's like that's the point, you know, like I've had those brave moments of telling somebody how I feel, whether it goes the way I want or not. And actually, when you tell somebody how you feel, sometimes in these scenarios, when you tell somebody how you feel, they're not ready when you are, and then further down the line they are. I mean, we've all seen this in things like, you know, I suppose Friends would be a good example. Ross and Rachel. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, Ross and Rachel. So there could be dynamics like that, like something's been, you know, you've been connected a long time and then it finally comes together. Or especially because I just pulled the reunion for the one that I filmed for today. But you know what I mean? Like that's why my friend in the spirit world has come to give that message, because he never really, you know, I'm not going to say never, because well, while he was here, he gave it a good old go, and he had lots of girlfriends from what I can remember. But you know what I mean? It's like growing up into an adult, he never got to do, and he didn't get to do those moments. You know what I mean? So that's why he was the right person to step forward to give this message. So thank you very much. I'm going to hear all the songs connected to him today, I can tell. So the affirmation is, I'm courageous enough to find out whatever answers I need to hear. So there could be somebody coming forward towards you, or you are going forward towards somebody to find out the answers you want to hear. They might not be pretty. It is Venus and Scorpio. Or it might not be as bad as what you think, or it might be amazing. Who knows? It'll be different for different people. But do it. Lift that heavy weight and burden and find out the truth. List 3 things that you keep ruminating about because you don't know the answer to. Write down the questions you need to ask and to whom, and to be able to find the answers. Collect your courage and send out the questions, and be prepared to receive what answers you might receive. That could even be like meditating and seeing what comes in, or it could be getting a reading, and that's quite a good way into saying, if you like these wee ones that I'm doing, you can either join the membership, and on the second level up, the Rainbow Warriors, once a month, I think around the new moon, just look and see what I wrote, new moon or full moon, but I think it might be new moon. I'm going to do people's cards on there once a month, and I'm doing it only once a month because you see, everything I do is soul retrieval, and getting your cards done too often isn't wise. You know, you got to give the energy time to settle, and it's never just a card reading, it's clearing and healing energy. So, or you could have a personal 15-minute unlisted video and the link will be in the comments there too. But yeah, I'll leave it up to you. But thank you if you've already been a part of the membership for the last few months, or if you've decided to upgrade, or for anyone that's thinking about doing it, yeah, just thank you. I love you all, and I'm still going to keep serving the channel anyway, but it's just yeah, exciting. See you later.